Hi, Carol here from Carol's Crafty Ways. Hope you're all well. So while I've been trawling the internet, I came across Lou Collins's YouTube channel, and I started to look at some of Lou Collins's products, which I really like. So I invested in quite a few of them, and today I'm going to make this one using the Lou Collins's Texture Wildflowers. I just love butterflies. I have a huge thing about butterflies. So I'm going to take you through how I made this. So let me walk you through the product. So we're using the Lou Collins Wildflowers stamps and the Wildflowers die, and I'm going to use the butterfly and some of the stamps out of this. I have Lavinia Leaf Stencil, and I also have a Lou Collins die, and I've thrown the packaging away, so I can't remember what it's called, but I will put a link into it. And I've already cut some of that out because we only want a little bit of that. I've got a little stencil that I'm going to use here. That's one side. I've got some sparkle pens. I think the Crafter's Companion, Sheena Douglas ones. I've had them an awfully long time. I'm going to use some Distress Oxide sprays, Speckled Egg, Shaded Lilac. I'm going to use Cracked Pistachio, Distress Oxide, Vintage Photo. I'm using a smoothie. I've got my Versafine Claire out and Claire embossing powder, and I've got some texture paste. Phil Martin's, I think it is. Well, Phil Martin's texture paste that I'm going to use. I've already cut my bits and pieces to size for the backing and the side, but I'm going to show you how to do the butterfly. So I've got a piece of lilac card. Now I'm using one of my specially sized cards. I think if you've watched one of my other videos, I mentioned to you that I had these specially made to fit the Susan Wilson oblong dies. It actually measures 210 by 190. So I've cut a piece of lilac card, which is 200 by 180, and a piece of green card, just about 190.2 on 170.2, and then my piece of white card measures just short of 190 by 170. Okay, so we're going to start with this piece of white card, and the first thing I want to do is I'm going to bring in my make art board because I'm going to do some stenciling. I'm going to put my card on the make art board, line it up, put my stencil on top, and put my magnets on. And then I'm going to take Cracked Pistachio, and I'm just going to take some off because I don't want it all. And I'm going to go all over the card. This needs stencil. We are going to do some spraying on it, so it will take away some of the background, but it will still show through. So later. Happy with that because I just want a bit of background to it. Okay. Now I'm going to do some ink spraying with my oxides, and I'm going to take speckled egg first, and I'm just going to spray randomly, and then shaded lilac. And I'm going to just pop that to one side because I want that to dry. And I'm just going to clean up the board. Phones. Take that away. Right, so now I want to stamp up the butterfly, and for that I'm going to bring in my stamp wheel. And I just want enough to stamp the butterfly. So I'll chop a bit off. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp the butterfly, and then what I've got is so I think people call it a jig, just to show you how to line up. Just going to go over that with my anti-static just a little bit, given that we're going to be embossing it. Then we're going to take Versafine, stamp it up, make sure you've got plenty on. And stamp that. Okay, and needs another stamp. This is why I love this new stamping platform. I only have one fault with it, and that's that if you're doing a long A5 card, it doesn't actually fit in. So that's the only one fault I have with it. That's lovely. That's one side, because I just want to get the embossing powder on this. And I now clean the stamp. Put this back in the jar. And I'm just going to clean up that stamp. And the platform. Okay, put that to one side. Put the lid on. And then we'll just heat emboss this. Just keep following that round. so now we want to cut this out. And we're going to use the die that comes with it. Like that. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to trim this down a bit. So this is one I cut earlier and I save it. Okay. And I'm going to use this. Or maybe it just wasn't switched on. Excuse me if I'm making some noise. I'll just keep my eye on it. Okay. So then you'll see, we can see that that's relatively straight. You will get a little bit because once you heat something up, it shrinks. Right, let me just change this microphone. Got another one on charge here. It's flashing. Hopefully that'll be better. Okay, let's pop that to one side. Then what I will do is I'll take a Sharpie pen where I have got any white edges. The Sharpie pen, if I go around the edge of it, will get rid of it. Because I really don't want. Okay. That's that. Okay. Think a bit there, I've missed. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to colour this in with sparkle pens. Now I love sparkle pens, but I do find that they leak and you get covered. So if anybody's got any tips on how we stop bottle pens leaking, please let me know, because every time I get them out, unfortunately, they have leaked, and I do store them that way up, so I don't know if it's just the make of them, but I'm just going to go around random. Different colours. It's amazing, isn't it, how colouring makes you go really quiet. I'm going to come in with the green one now. There's no specific colouring, providing it's sort of simultaneous, it's okay. I'll take the blue. Just going to get baby white. Back to the yellow. Picked up some blue there. Okay. And then I'm going to go back to the purple. And green. I'm just going to pop that over here now to dry. See what I mean? Anyway. Okay, so I'm going to get the background back in. And let's get rid of that. And now I'm going to do some stamping. And I'm going to use this one. And I want the birds. And then I've got a smaller one there. Let me just take these off here. Smaller one. I'm going to use VersaFine Clay, I think, and I'm going to go for a purple. Don't know about that one. More like that one. I did it blue on the other one, but I want to do it a bit different this time. And I'm just going to stamp that the right way up across the corner. I'm going to do a bit more in this corner, just a little bit, right way up again. And the stamp. Okay, now the die that I showed you earlier, I've already cut a little bit out, and I want this to go in this corner. So I'm going to trim a piece of this off, and I'm just going to and then I want the birds to sort of fly around there. So let's pop this on. Oh no, I'm not going to pop that on because I need to go around the edges with my vintage photo and my smoothie. Just to darken up those edges a little bit. Not a lot. Just to give it a bit of contrast around the edges. Okay, that's enough. Now I can stick that on. So we'll take the glue, back of the hand, turn it around, put it on the right side. And I just want to pop a bit of that in the top corner. I may put a bit more on. I didn't on the other, I just used one piece, but I'll see how we go. The birds, and as I said, I want to sort of have them flying around there, and I'm going to use VersaFine for this one. Stamp it up. And I want to just get them just going around the top there. That's it. Clean the stamp. And my butterfly is going to go in this left hand corner down here. So I'm now going to take the stamps back, and I want a piece of white card, and I'm going to stamp the words fly, love and hope. And also I did on this one create something beautiful every day, so I might do something different. Every achievement begins with a single step. No, I'm going to do the create. I'm going to do the same. Okay, so stamp this up in the VersaFine. Clean it up. And the love. It's not straight. Oh, it's the stamp. Didn't notice that when I did it on there. Hang on. Straighten it up. And fly. And then take. Now to get this totally straight, what I normally do is just drop it down and then pick it up. If you drop it down, it relaxes it. And I think that should just fit across the top. I've just put my arm in the ink pad. There we go. Let's clean up. Clear off the back of my hand. Okay, so what I want to do now is do a bit of stenciling. I'm just going to put all these stamps on this block because I've done with the block. And I should put them away. So I've got a little bit of texture paste and a spatula, and I'm just going to put a little bit of this on the mat here. And then I'm going to take, let's do the green this time, some of this speckled egg and just spray it into it, which will turn this a green. Just need to work it in. If you feel like you want some more, spray a bit more in. I guess you can't see what I'm doing. There we go. I've just sprayed, put texture paste on the board, and I've just sprayed it. Bring this in, and then I've got this stencil here, and I'm just going to do a bit across the bottom. Just across there, and I think I will do some up in this top corner with what's left. There we go. And then if you've got any left, you can get a piece of scrap card, she says. Get a piece of scrap card and just use it up on a piece of scrap card. You never know, it might come in. And then I'll just leave that to dry. Okay, I'm just going to clean this off here. Get another paper out. We'll use this stencil in. Okay. I've just pulled out too many baby wipes here. Put them back in the packet. But make sure the lid's on here. Now you can heat dry this, which I'm going to do because it does dry pretty fast, but I just wanted to give it a helping hand. But while it's finishing off drying, we can then take our sentiments, and I'm just gonna fussy cut them. This one I will cut. But let me just give these a blast. Just to make sure they are completely dry. So I'm just going to fussy cut them out, leaving a little white border around the edge. I'm not bothered if they're not perfectly straight. Around them. Okay, so now I want some of the spare card, and I need to decide whether I'm backing them on the green or the purple. I'm going to go with the green. And I just want a small border around the edge. Trim that one on the trimmer. Okay, let's bring the trimmer in. And then these I want to again fussy cut around the edge. Okay. There we go. Get rid of all these bits. Let's see if this is dry. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, so now we need to mount this onto the backing papers we cut earlier. I'm just going to give it another quick blast. And then this one, onto the purple. Okay, so we've now got to decide. So as I said, I'm going to have the butterfly just there, that one there. I'm going to stamp another one of those because I've got some purple ink from it. So let me just stamp another one of those because I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with that at all. Probably have the sparkle pen somewhere. That's so fine. There we go. I'm going to stamp the love again because that's got some on it as well. There's obviously some purple somewhere that's escaped. So let's get the love again. Okay. Just splash those dry. I don't know where it's come from. Oh, I'm just going to dry my hands in case it's off me. Like my hands in case it's off me. In the cutter. Okay, got some green left. Let's cut out this love. Okay. Butter. Okay. Right. Put that out of the way. Just going to stick this down to the card. Make sure the card's the right way up. Right, so bring the butterfly back in. I'm going to have that flying across there, or we could have it flying there in a different place. With that across there. And then this. Just don't want to cover those birds up. Like that. So this is going on foam tape. So let me get my roll of foam tape. Foam tape these up. There we go. That's big. So that across the middle. These across the bottom. Go there. Okay, so with the butterfly, as I want him to stand up a little bit, I'm going to put him on with gel, 3D gel. I think there, like that. And that's it. It's using the Lou Collins Wild Flowers collection. So thanks everybody for watching. If I could ask you to like and subscribe, that would be great, and share my videos, that would be wonderful. Thanks so much. See you all soon. Bye.